Peace Reflections. Before we start, if you've been feeling called to go deeper, I'm now offering one-on-one spiritual alignment calls, 60-minute sessions, to help you realign and find clarity. Message me on my Instagram at humblealu2times to book your spot.
Alright, y'all, man. It's your boy humblealu2times, you feel me? Back in the video, man, for me. Follow the Instagram at humblealu2times. Now look, it's Expedition Stop. I'm talking about the left brain thinks and the right brain knows. Now look, for today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to the Most High, for everything. I'm also giving a huge shout out to myself as well for wanting to receive this good information and give out this good information as well. I'm also giving a huge shout out to everyone and to y'all. Y'all literally take energetic all day to come rock with me, show me love and support, you feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all so much. I'm gonna love always deeply. Excuse me. I'm also sending good positive energy, good positive protection, and good positive feeling, and good positive energy towards everyone always deeply. And let's go ahead. Also, if you want to buy my ebook, you can. It's $10.90. Link is going to be in the description and in the comments down below. Let's go ahead and get more deeper to the video. Okay, so look, right. Your left brain thinks and your right brain knows. What does this mean? I'm going to be decoding the left brain and the right brain and how they work together and their differences, etc. So look, your left brain is the side that a lot of us use a lot. This is your thinking, overthinking, right? Reading, right? Strategizing, stuff like that, right? Now, your right side of your brain is, your intuition, deeply observing, right? You see what I'm saying? Being calm, being patient, stuff like that. That is your more like, I guess you could say maybe like your more spiritual side, even though both sides are very spiritual. Now, the thing is, the reason why your left side, your left brain does the thinking. There's a lot of thinking, anxiety, depression, or, just, overthinking, right? Very just like matrix-like energy in a way, right? Now, the right side of your brain is very like, spiritual, intuition, right? Calm, focused energy, relaxed energy, right? This focused energy. This is going to be determined, disciplined energy. This is going to be the right side of your brain. Now, I am not sitting here telling you that one side of your brain is stronger than the other or better than the other. No, both sides of your brains are strong. No, none of them are stronger than the other. They work together. But the thing is that we've been programmed to use the left side of our brain, which we should be using the left side of our brain correctly, but we've been programmed to use the left side of our brain, and we've been programmed not to really use the right side of our brain, right? You see what I'm saying? A lot of times it'd be hard for people to tap into consciousness and esoteric information is because you're trying to do that by using your left side of your brain. You need to be using your right side of your brain when it comes to consciousness and, meditation, stuff like this, or creativity. If you're somebody who creates music, you're a person that uses your right side of your brain a lot. If you tend to notice, a lot of people who make music, they're very spiritual, right? Erykah Badu, shout out the goddess, right? Tupac, right? You know what I'm saying? Very spiritual individuals, you know what I'm saying? Etc., right? And they're using their creativity. Your creativity is also your feminine energy, right? So you're using your feminine energy, plus you're using the right side of your brain, which is also your creativity, which is your creative side as well, your intuition, your spiritual side as well, even though both sides of your brain are spiritual. And with your brain, if you didn't know already, your brain has multiple different glands. One of those glands is called the pineal gland, aka third eye, but you have more than just one gland. You have multiple different glands around your crown chakra, around in your head, or whatever you want to call it, right? Respectfully. Now, the thing is with your right brain, why does your right brain know and why does your left brain think? Your left brain is used to think. Your right brain is intuition. Intuition knows, right? You can know something without really having to do much research or having to really overly study. You just kind of just know it. You just naturally know it. With your left side of the brain, it's more so thinking, maybe more so deeply analyzing, more strategizing, maybe more studying, right? Maybe second guessing yourself, stuff like that, right? That's gonna come from, the left side of your brain. You feel me? Now, the thing is that the reason why we've been programmed to not really use our right side of our brain is because your right side of your brain is going to help you open your third eye more. It's going to help you see what this reality really is, and it's going to help you see who you are more, and truly of who you are more, etc. Right? Your right brain, the right side of your brain has a lot to do with personality. What I mean by personality is being yourself, right? There's multiple different parts and multiple different sections of the brain, right? And like we've discussed before, there's two brains. You have your brain up here, and then you have your gut down here, which is also a brain as well. You have two brains within the avatar, within the body. And like we've discussed, you have multiple glands. One of the most popular glands is your pineal gland, aka third eye. And on the left side of your brain is going to be your thinking, overthinking, analyzing, stuff like that, right? And then on the right side of your brain is the intuition, is the creativity. And creativity is also what? Creativity is also feminine energy, etc., right? So both sides of your brain are very important, and it's imperative to balance out both sides of your brain, right? You don't want to be overly only using your left side of your brain. You don't want to overly be using only your right side of your brain. Now you may be asking yourself, well, Ali, if my right side of my brain seems to be like more spiritual, even though it isn't, but it's just a lot of intuition, a lot of creativity, why wouldn't I just mainly use my right side of my brain? If you only needed to use only the right side of your brain, do you think you would have a left side of your brain? You see what I'm saying? Yes, your right side of your brain is very strong, but let's keep this in mind. Your left side and your right side, neither one of them are stronger than each other. They're both a brain connected, right? There was one big brain connected, right? But the thing is that each side represents different characteristics, different traits, but they're connected. They're one brain, right? So it's imperative to tap into both sides, because both sides are important, and both sides of your brain play a role in yourself and who you are as an individual, right? Now, another thing too with your brain, right? In school, they don't really teach us, like even in science, bro, like they don't really teach you about your brain and about the glands and stuff. Like some teachers may, but a lot of them don't really go deep for real, right? Like even in science, when they did talk about atoms, they're not really telling you, are they really telling you what an atom really is, right? Because you don't have to call it an atom. We can just call it energy. To be honest, in science, anytime you take a test in science, you can really just write down energy for every answer, and it would be correct. Why? Because everything in science is literally energy. Atoms, we can go deeper than an atom. Oh, it's an atom. Like, what's deeper than an atom? Energy. Because those atoms are being formulated and being created and being manifest through energy, right? So when they say there's atoms all around you, you could really just say there's energy all around you, because that's being more deeper and more clear, right? So in science, biology, etc., they don't fully go into it. A lot of science teachers, even professors, don't even talk about parthenogenesis. I'm not even a professor, and I know about parthenogenesis, right? A lot of these professors, right, don't even know about parthenogenesis, have never heard about parthenogenesis. Now, I don't know everything about parthenogenesis, but I know a good amount about parthenogenesis. And this is no shots, this is no disrespect to professors and science teachers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that shout out my science teacher back in the day, right? I'm not gonna say her name, but shout out her, right? It's a lot of stuff about science that's been hidden from us, right? That's been hidden from us. So when we hear stuff about left side of your brain, right side of your brain, a lot of us may not really like know what that means for real, right? You should know a lot about your brain, right? Your brain is one of the main things that it's one of the most important things that function. Everything in your body that functions is important. Do not get me wrong. Everything in your body, everything in your avatar, everything in your body is important. You know what I'm saying? But one of the most important parts is most definitely going to be your brain, right? Your brain is very, 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 very important. And your brain is very, 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 very soft. A lot of people don't know that. Your brain is very soft. Why do you think a lot of people have big foreheads? Or why do you think like heads just be really strong? Because they're supposed to be strong, because your brain is very soft. Your brain is like kind of like mushy in a way, right? It doesn't really take a whole lot to like smash a brain, right? Unless it's like maybe old or something like that, right? And the thing is with black people, right? We have nappy hair, but a lot of us don't really get why we have nappy hair. Your nappy hair protects your skull. It protects your brain. It protects your crown chakra, right? It protects it because it's like a shield in a way. it's nappy and it's all curled up or nappy or whatever, right? So this can help this can help be a good shield, this can be a good shield, a good strong shield for protecting your brain. If you're somebody who rocks cornrows a lot, that's a good way to help protect your brain as well, protect your skull as well, right? If you're somebody who has locks, right, etc. You're somebody who has a lot of ether, a lot of hair on the head, a lot of antennas on their hair. This can help protect your brain and protect your skull, right? Another thing too with your brain, right, is that when you are wrapping your head up or wearing some type of hat, or wearing a do-rag or a headband or a scarf or something like that, or a bandana, etc., these things are helping block off negative energy, right? Have you ever tend to notice you feel really, really good when you have something wrapped around your head, right? Because you are blocking off a lot of negative energy. You can block off a lot of negative energy when you have your brain and your crown chakra and your skull being covered, also including your third eye as well, right? So yes, the left side of your brain and the right side of your brain are very, very important and very, very imperative. You see what I'm saying? Right? They're very, very imperative and they're very, very important. The left side isn't stronger than the right side. The right side isn't stronger than the left side. They are both very, very strong and both very, very powerful, right? Neither one of them is better than the other. And that's facts. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And another thing too I want to touch base on before I end off this video is that I recommend y'all to really study the brain. And that goes for myself as well. I feel like I should be studying the brain more as well. And I also, in the future, I might make a video decoding the different glands, right? Because I know a little bit about the glands. I don't really know a whole lot. The main gland that I know about is your first eye or third eye, right? That's like the main one that I know about, and maybe like one other, right? But I might make a video in the future decoding the glands, like the different glands in your brain, because you have multiple different glands in your brain. You don't just have one gland. But the thing is with the pineal gland, it's very popular, and that's just one that most people mainly only talk about, right? But look, man, I love y'all, man. So much more to love always deeply. And I catch y'all from Muslims on the next one, man. Peace.